Hey guys, it's ItsSMOGONdevo. We're here again with some more Jungle Cup practice videos. Today we're going to be continuing the trend of early practice videos. So you may or may not see some interesting picks. I'm going to go ahead and continue with some of the threes that I've come to like. Pretty much a lot of Vigoroth and Beedrill with a lot of Magneton use as well. You'll see me mess around with something a little interesting at the end of this video. But yeah, in general, we're just going to be going on with some very early testing. Don't expect anything crazy, any huge plays, at least on my part, but still working on the freestyle videos. Those will come out as soon as I can get them out. About to participate in my remote tournament for it, so again, that'll come when it can. Not a whole lot to say this time around. Not sure which of the showcases I actually want to cover first, so maybe if you guys could let me know if you want to see Executor, Alolan Raichu, Heracross, or Vespiquen get covered first. Throw a comment down and I'll try to gauge it from there, I guess. Maybe I'll reach out in the Discord server too and see what people are kind of preferring there, but give me some feedback and then I'll try to work on whichever one I see having the most interest, I guess, first. But yeah, let's jump into these practice videos and not waste any more time. Alright, let's get it. Some more videos. We're going to go ahead and feel off the hype from the last video of that Scyther. Scyther was looking really good at the start of the cup, so I tried to mess around with it as much as I could. Going to lead Vigoroth with Scyther and B into the back. We do catch a Venusaur, which is unfortunate for us. Any other lead out of my other two would have been much better, but it's alright. I try to gain an advantage in a bad lead, or either ride it out, but this time I decide to build to a Body Slam. Then I switch out to Scyther, using it more of a sacrificial swap, and then I'm trying to just knock down this Venusaur as much as I can. Don't want to burn both shields though, so I'll let this Sludge Bomb connect. He switches out Venusaur so that he brings in his Lantern, and now my Scyther can actually get off an Aerial Ace, but it does absolutely nothing to Lantern. But I do have this Body Slam ready to go with Vigoroth. So I'm going to try to ride out this match and just put on as much pressure as I can. Get another Body Slam off on the Lantern. Get that first shield, and I don't want to take a Thunderbolt. So now I'm just trying to chip it down as much as I can with fast moves, but I get a bit nervous about another Thunderbolt coming off, so I decide to go for a Body Slam here. Take out the Lantern. He has a shield over me, unfortunately. He brings out Venusaur and then immediately switches it out. I'm getting a bit of a glitch, so I didn't know what I was facing right now. But it actually was a Vigoroth. So I'm about to find that out when I take this Body Slam with my Beedrill. So he gets that Body Slam off, and I'll go for X-Scissor. But he does have a shield over me, so he will actually be able to block it and then build up enough energy to get another Body Slam. That's the thing with Beedrill, it's not really able to take multiple Body Slams, so it's really tough to switch into Vigoroth with it. But getting into the next game, we will lead Beedrill with Vigoroth and Magneton in the back. We get lucky and we actually catch a Venusaur. So this is a good matchup for me. I'm going to ride it out as much as I can. Go for this X-Scissor right away. He decides to take it on his Venusaur and then switch out, so I'll build up a bit more energy. I see the Fortress, so I make a switch to Vigoroth. I know this is a great matchup for me. This attack came out really quick. I do shield, but I kind of knew that it was a Heavy Slam, so I probably shouldn't have shielded. But we'll chip it down with some counter damage and then get off these Body Slams. They don't do a lot, but they are able to put a ton of pressure on the Fortress because the damage just stacks up so quick. And you'll see it's just piling up over here. So I don't quite want to burn my final shield here, and he does actually use another Heavy Slam. It gets V quite low, but it's just short. I thought I'd be able to push for that Body Slam over there, but counter damage got me. Bring back in B and get off an X-Scissor here. He does shield it. I shield this incoming Body Slam because I want to keep B as healthy as I can. I'm trying to push for a Sludge Bomb, but I don't think I can quite get it, so I decided just to go for an X-Scissor. I do get his final shield, and now I make kind of a silly play. It did work out. I switch out to Magneton. I switch out and get lucky with that Body Slam. But now his Venusaur will come back in with a Frenzy Plant ready and knock out my Magneton, unfortunately. So B is going to try and chip it down as much as it can with fast moves. No shields, and luckily for me it's a Frenzy Plant, so I take it quite well. Now I've been able to farm up just enough energy to land a Sludge Bomb on the Vigoroth, and you'll see just how powerful these Sludge Bombs are. It totally knocks out Vigoroth. So we'll take that match there. Jumping into the next one, I wanted to switch up my lineup a little bit and actually lead Magneton with Vigoroth and B in the back. So I lead my Magneton into his Fortress. Great matchup for Mags as well. Here I'm just going to be discharge spamming. Try to get off some energy here. Go for this first discharge, hoping to at least force a shield, but he decides to take it. Farm up some more energy. I am going to shield because I was worried it might have been like an Earthquake, but he actually does go for a Heavy Slam here. Now I farm up a little bit more energy, and I make a switch into my Vigoroth. Now I have Mags in the back with a ton of energy, and he will go Heavy Slam. Vigoroth will knock it off, and farm up some more energy as well. Now I'm going to try to put some pressure on the Venusaur. Trying really hard to draw a shield, but I'm not able to actually get to a second Body Slam. I'm going to go ahead and let Vigoroth go down. Bring in B and farm away at this Venusaur. Don't want to burn that final shield here, so I'm going to let that Frenzy Plant connect. Built up a nice amount of energy now, and I have Magneton in the back with a ton of energy as well. He brings back in Fortress. I'll go for X-Scissor. He does shield it, but I can get to another X-Scissor, and it's just enough to knock out Fortress at this range. So he'll shield twice, but the Poison Chap damage does get to him. So now here we are with B and a shield advantage. He brings in Vigoroth, so I'm pushing for a Sludge Bomb. Very close to it. I'm going to shield his Body Slam knowing that I can get to the extra Sludge Bomb. He has no shield, so it's going to connect. Does a ton of damage, and then I make a switch out to Magneton here and launch this discharge that I had built up. Knock out the Vigoroth. Once Mags gets going, it just builds up so much energy, and that's its main selling point, to be honest. But we're going to go into the next battle with the same team here. Magneton in the lead. This time we actually get to lead Magneton into Fortress again. So again, really good matchup for us. I'm going to play it very similarly. Farm up as much energy as I can. He makes the smart play and switches out right away, but I want to put on some pressure, so I go for a discharge, trying to draw a shield. Doesn't shield, so now I'll actually switch out into my Beedrill. Chip him down as much as I can. Don't want to take a Body Slam just yet, so going to try to get some energy. I know I can take one, so I'll take this Body Slam coming in. Getting a little greedy here with these fast moves, but it works out for me just fine. Go for an X-Scissor right away. He does have Fortress, which is kind of unfortunate for me. So I'll just wail on him as much as I can with all of these X-Scissors. Able to get to a third, actually. I want to do as much damage as I can, or hopefully force a shield, but it's very unlikely in this situation. I can't actually get to a fourth X-Scissor. And he does shield it, which is great for me. But now he has a ton of energy stored. So I bring in Vig, trying to just gain some energy as well. Goes for a Heavy Slam, and then I'm just going to keep going with these counters. Brings in Venusaur. So I'll try to put some pressure on. I'll switch out to Magneton here. I want to get to this Magnet Bomb and try to burn shield, but I'm just short. Frenzy Plant will actually be able to knock out Magneton now. He still has the shield advantage, so there's not a whole lot I can do anymore. I know he can get to a Frenzy Plant before I get to another Body Slam. Blocks it. That's the right move. I've got no shield, so this Frenzy Plant is going to hurt. He'll actually be able to knock out my Vigoroth and take the match there. So, a little bit of a different lineup. We're going to drop Vig and go for a Noctowl lead. Hadn't really messed around with Noctowl too much, but it is a great mon. I know I was looking at Pidgeot later on. I think now I'm more or less settled on the Noctowl, but we lead Noctowl into Vig. I'm trying to just get as much energy as I can here, and I know I can take a single Body Slam so I don't burn that shield. And I want to piggyback him actually, but he switches out, so I'll go right away for a Sky Attack. He doesn't shield, so I'll just stay in with Noctowl and farm it up again. Go for another Sky Attack here. I don't quite know if he actually meant to go for that switch, but we'll take out a huge chunk from that Vig. I am actually going to let Noctowl go down. It's done more than enough at this point, and I can bring in Beedrill now. I should be able to knock out Vigoroth with pure fast moves, so I'll shield this move coming in. And then I can actually knock it out with those fast moves. Brings in Fortress, so this isn't the greatest matchup for me. What I want to do here is try to get a shield off of him. But I know Beedrill can't really do a whole lot. Yeah, we just want to create as much pressure as we can, hopefully try to draw that shield. So I'm just going to keep launching out these X Scissors with my B. Do as much damage as I can at the very least. But again, Beedrill can't really challenge Fortress a whole lot. Definitely not going to burn a shield here. Bring in the Mag now. Here I'm going to try to farm up as much energy as I possibly can. Gonna shield this move coming in. Now that he's burnt up some energy, I'm gonna go for this Discharge. Does shield it, but I will be able to get to another one pretty quickly. Launch that into the Fortress and actually knock it out. And take that match. Alright, jumping into the next one, a little bit of an interesting pick here. We're actually going to lead with Meganium. Wanted to test it out. Noctowl and Beedrill in the back. Luckily for me, I actually get the perfect matchup to test it out in versus Vigoroth. So I'm not going to shield this first move coming in. I can tank a Body Slam. Now I'll get this Frenzy Plants off. Get that shield as well. I can actually just get to a second Frenzy Plant, but I do have to burn a shield here. So I'll get off my own Frenzy Plant here as well. And almost knock out that Vigoroth, and Vine Whips actually will take it out. Yeah, Meganium's a nice pick here. I think it is going to fall short to Venusaur, unfortunately, because Venusaur has a bit of a better Vig matchup and of course can beat Meganium. Brings in Fortress now, so I'll swap out and go into Noctowl. Don't quite want to burn my shield yet, so I'll tank this Heavy Slam. Farm it up a little bit more. Go for a Sky Attack now. Just shield it, and I'm very close to another one, so I can get to it and then launch it into this Fortress. Almost knock out the Fortress, and then the Wing Attack damage will be enough to do that. Still have a shield, so I'm looking pretty good, and he brings in Venusaur, so here I'm just going to launch this Sky Attack. No shield, so he has to take it, and that's actually going to knock out the Venusaur. That's going to wrap up the battles. Pretty standard stuff with the mon I was using again. It was pretty fun to use Meganium. I had used it in a few extra battles, but didn't really feel the need to include them. Again, at the end of the day, it's not going to be quite the same as Venusaur, or even a few of the other picks like Victory Bell, just because their poison type helps them to do a bit better versus Vigoroth, as well as unfortunately beating Meganium. But it was pretty fun to use Meganium. I do really like it. Probably one of my most favorite mon in Pokemon Go, especially in Freestyle. Hint, hint. Yeah, that's going to be it for the video. So again, if you don't mind, please leave me a comment. Don't forget to drop a like and give me a subscribe as well, if you don't mind. One last note, please comment whether or not you want to see the Alolan Raichu, Vespiquen, Heracross, or whatever else it may be for a showcase coming up soon. That's going to be it for me. Take care for now.